Hey there, friend. Have you ever had one of those days where you feel like every little sneeze or cough in the room is aiming right for you? Maybe you're sitting there, sipping your coffee, thinking, I used to shake these things off no problem, what happened? I've been there myself, watching the grandkids run around with runny noses, wondering why I'm the one who ends up under a blanket a few days later. It's easy to think, well, I'm over 60 now, maybe my body's just slowing down. But what if it doesn't have to be that way? What if the secret to staying strong and dodging those bugs is already sitting in your kitchen, waiting for you to dig in? See, after 60, our immune system isn't quite the powerhouse it was when we were chasing kids or burning the midnight oil. It's been working overtime for decades, and now it's like it needs a little extra fuel to keep up the fight. But here's the good news, you don't need fancy supplements or complicated diets to give it a boost. Some of the best immune superchargers are everyday foods we've all got around, things seniors like us have been eating forever without even knowing how powerful they are. That's why we're here together today. We're going to walk through 5 everyday foods that can supercharge your immune system right now. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because the last one's so simple and tasty, you'll wonder why you haven't been eating it every day. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe a snack if you're feeling peckish, and let's dive in together. First up, let's talk about something bright and juicy, oranges. You've probably heard since you were a kid that oranges are good for colds, right? Well, that's no old wives' tale, they're packed with vitamin C, and after 60, that's like gold for your immune system. It helps your body crank out those white blood cells that fight off germs, and since we don't make it ourselves, eating it is the way to go. My friend Marge swears by her morning orange. She peels one while she's watching the birds out her window, and she hasn't had a cold knock her out in ages. I started keeping a bowl on the counter myself, just grabbing one for a quick snack or slicing it into my water, and I swear I feel a little more bulletproof when the sniffles start going around. It's not about eating a whole crate, just one a day, or even some other C-rich goodies like strawberries or bell peppers if oranges aren't your thing. So, next time you're at the store, toss a few in your basket. It's a sweet, easy way to give your immune system a leg up. Now, let's move on to something that's a bit nutty, almonds. Oh, I know, they're not as flashy as a big orange, but these little guys are loaded with vitamin E, and that's a big deal for us after 60. Vitamin E is like a shield for your immune cells, keeping them strong so they can tackle whatever's floating around out there. Plus, they've got healthy fats that help your body soak it all up. My neighbor Tom turned into an almond fan. He used to think nuts were just for squirrels, but he started tossing a handful into his oatmeal after his doctor mentioned it. He'd grin and say, I'm eating like a king and feeling like one too. I gave it a try, keeping a little jar by the TV for a snack, and I've noticed I'm not dragging as much when the seasons change. It's not about going overboard, just a small handful, maybe 10 or 15 almonds a day, can do the trick. So, if you've got some almonds tucked away, or you're swinging by the store, grab a bag, your immune system will be munching its way to stronger days. These first two, oranges and almonds, they're like the opening act for supercharging your immune system, aren't they? They're so easy to find, tasty to boot, and they start building up your defenses without any fuss. But there's more in the kitchen that can join the party, and the next food is one that surprised me with how much it can do. Let's keep going and dig into that together. So, we've been chatting about how everyday foods can give our immune systems a big boost after 60, haven't we? It's pretty neat how something as simple as oranges and almonds can pack such a punch, loading us up with vitamin C and E to keep those defenses humming along. They're like little power-ups you can grab right off the counter, and they've got me thinking twice about what's already in my kitchen. Now, let's keep the good stuff rolling and talk about something green and leafy, spinach. I know, it might not sound as exciting as a juicy orange, but trust me, this is one food seniors are raving about for good reason, and it's so easy to sneak into your day. Spinach is like a quiet superhero, it's full of vitamins A and C, plus antioxidants that help your immune system stay sharp. After 60, when our bodies aren't as quick to fight off germs, those nutrients are like a tune-up for the whole system. I used to think spinach was just for salads, maybe a little pile next to my sandwich, but my friend Clara showed me otherwise. She'd toss a handful into her morning eggs or blend it into a smoothie with some fruit, grinning, "You don't even taste it, but it's working." She swears she's dodged more colds since she started, and I gave it a shot too, just wilting some into my soup or throwing it in with pasta. It's not about eating a giant bowl every day, just a handful here and there, fresh or even frozen if that's easier. These two, spinach and yogurt, they're like the unsung heroes of the bunch, aren't they? Spinach slips in those vitamins and antioxidants without making a fuss, and yogurt's got those probiotics keeping your gut on your side. They're so easy to work into your meals, nothing fancy, just everyday stuff that does the heavy lifting for your health. I love how Clara's blending her greens and Ed's spooning his yogurt, and it's got me feeling like I'm doing something good without even trying hard. But there's one more food up our sleeve, and it's a tasty one that might just surprise you with how well it fits in. Let's keep going and uncover that together. So, we've been having this little chat about everyday foods that can supercharge our immune systems after 60, haven't we? It's pretty amazing how things like oranges, almonds, spinach, and yogurt can team up to keep us strong, packing in vitamins, antioxidants, and good bacteria without us even breaking a sweat. They're like the quiet helpers in our kitchens, doing their thing while we go about our days. Now, let's wrap this up with one more food that's so tasty and powerful, it might just become your new go-to: salmon. I know, it's not something you grab every day like an orange, but trust me, this one's worth keeping in your rotation, especially when you see how much it does for your immune system. Salmon's like a treasure chest of goodness. It's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, and after 60, those are like rocket fuel for your immunity. Those omega-3s help calm inflammation so your body's not too busy to fight germs, and vitamin D keeps your immune cells firing on all cylinders. We don't get as much D from the sun as we used to, so eating it in something delicious like salmon is a smart move. My friend Ruth swears by her salmon nights. She'd bake a little fillet with some lemon and herbs once a week, saying, "It's my treat that keeps me ticking." She hasn't been laid up with a cold in ages, and I gave it a try too, just grilling a piece or even using canned salmon in a salad when I'm short on time. It's not about eating it every day, once or twice a week can give your immune system that extra edge. So, if you've got some salmon in the freezer or you're swinging by the store, pick up a fillet or a can, your body will be savoring the flavor and the boost. And there we are, friends, we've walked through 5 everyday foods to supercharge your immune system: oranges bursting with vitamin C, almonds packing that vitamin E punch, spinach sneaking in antioxidants, yogurt balancing your gut with probiotics, and now salmon bringing omega-3s and D to the party. It's kind of wild, isn't it? How these foods we've got lying around, stuff we've been eating for years, can come together to make us feel tougher against whatever's floating around out there. I love how Ruth's enjoying her salmon dinners and Ed's spooning his yogurt, all while their immune systems are getting a leg up. It's proof we don't have to overcomplicate things, just a few bites here and there can keep us in the game. These years after 60, they're for living the good life, aren't they? Sharing a meal with family, puttering around the house, or just enjoying a quiet afternoon, not for being sidelined by every sniffle that comes along. So, if you're feeling like your immune system could use a little love, pick one of these foods and give it a whirl. Maybe grab an orange today or toss some spinach into your soup tonight. See how it feels, and build from there. Have you got a favorite food that keeps you strong? Maybe something you've been eating forever. Drop it in the comments, because I'd love to hear what's working for you. We're all in this together, swapping kitchen secrets to stay healthy. And if this video gave you a nudge to try something new, hit that like button. It's a little wave to let me know I'm helping out. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't yet. We've got more coming to keep you feeling great, no matter how many years you've got under your belt. Thanks for hanging out with me today, friends. Here's to supercharged immune systems and brighter days. Cheers to you.